fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air.
Okay.
Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air.
All right.
Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air.
Okay.
Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. Raise your fist in the air. We're to a mosh pit. Today is the beginning of the end and the start of a new beginning. Time has come to redefine yourself and let go of the demons in your head that have held you in captivity for so long. It's time to flip the page and prove them wrong. It's time for rebirth. Yeah, time's up to say goodbye to all the haters, doubters, and non-believers trying to bring you down. In the blink of an eye, you'll realize that there's so much more to the book than the page you were stuck on. Finally, you will feel free to live a life you love living instead of the life you think other people want you to live. Remember, you are the highest authority when it comes to knowing what you want and what you love. So stop trading yourself for the approval from others. Ladies and gentlemen, weirdos and geeks, please repeat after me. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck.
Hey, hey. Is the music still playing? I think my trigger just kind of sent it down like really low. Yes, it did. I faded it out really quickly. I can fade it back in. vMix, the Wave 3 thing is really touchy. I mean, I got the fader to work again, but I don't know. There we go. Now I can hear it a little bit, but you can hear it more. All right. Welcome. It's Thursday night. I am Grimskull, the pixel pushing samurai. I think that was in the first 3 minutes. Yeah, getting better. What's up, Kevin? What's up, Imperfect Streamer? Hope everybody's having a good week. How was the shows? Kevin, how was the shows? Were they good? Were they good? I'm like less than 20 away from 200. Less than 200 from less than 20 away from 200. About 16 more to go. Good. Glad you enjoyed yourself out there. I did it. I did it. I managed to get my credit scroll to work. Let's see if I can do it. I'm going to try to pull it up. I'm going to cut to no graphics. I'm going to go to the title. And I'm going to run the credit. Here we go. A little title right there. Ta-da. And let's see. Ta-da! It is working. It worked just peachy. It worked just fine. Who's it missing? Do tell me. I will go back and check my records. I will go back and check my records. But it works. Now, it's very convoluted, but it works. And I'm going to show you what it did. To show you what it did. It's even hooked up to a data source. So I created an Excel spreadsheet. I left a few spaces at the top so it didn't just whoop. That's what people. Okay, all right. Gonna change my title. Create scrolling credits in vMix. Using a data source. Title changed. There we go. Spot you, what's up? All right. So I have this list of names, my credits in a spreadsheet. Each one of them are on their own what's up, Hans? Up on their own row. I will not go over how to connect to a data source here in this. If you search on connecting to data sources in vMix, there's plenty of tutorials. Maybe I'll do a tutorial on that later. All right, then we're going to go into GT Title Designer. And what I'm going to do, the toolbar is select the scrolling ticker text. I'm just going to create a text box here in the middle. The text goes, of course, left to right. So we're going to go to format. We're going to change that to direction to top. I'm then going to go back and center the text. Going to just make it bold or a bit bold. Let's go to extra bold. We're going to change the color to white. I'm going to name the layer ticker. And then, or credit. Let's name that credits. Credits. Then we're going to, the actual text layer we're going to call credits underscore text. I'm going to file, save as, and wherever you save your vMix titles at, save it there. I'm saving mine in my vMix shows, titles. And this is scrolling credits, save. I'm going to go back to vMix. We're going to add an input. I'm going to add an input in vMix, a title. We go to recent. I can click scrolling credits and click OK. Now that they're in there, you can open up the title editor for that title. We're going to go to Datasource. I'm going to click GrimDS. I'm going to click credits. I'm going to leave everything else the same. I'm going to go to manage, and I'm going to kind of just make sure that we're good. Everything's there. I've got it set to auto next. I'm going to close that. Drop it in to say, hey, we are still live. We'll watch the replay and get frustrated when I yeah. Thank you, John. Appreciate it. I'm going to create another input. We're just going to call this, this is just going to be a color. I'm going to choose transparent. It's a color input. I'm going to choose transparent. Click OK. We're just going to put a background on this. So I'm going to go into my layers multi-view. And I have my background clean in here somewhere. Clean background. There it is. I'm going to set a trigger on this one, and on transition in overlay, I'm going to use overlay input 4. And I'm going to pull in scrolling credits and hit add. So when I switch to Let me add one other thing here. Let's add one more thing. One more thing. One more thing. That ain't it. What did I do with my face cam? Small face cam. I can never remember what it is. It's the small face cam. Which is 44. I'm going to move that out of the way and make it smaller. So we have our small face cam. If I cut, you see it triggers the 4 overlay, but my credits are not quite scrolling yet. Let's check my data source. Yeah, credits. Schedule, no. Okay. Credits. We should not see anything. Credits. Auto next. Say loop. All right, now we can see our text showing up. So we want to do replace on that, or add. That's what we want. We want add. So I'll go back to my title editor. Add, okay. There we go. So now our credits are coming in. Joseph, hello. Right. But you see they kind of only came in a little bit there. And they're looping. Right? Because the problem is, unless you loop them, they will like only play through like once, and then you have to restart everything all over again. But there's a way around that. There's a way around that. With some triggers. I'm going to go to triggers. And I'm going to say, oops, let's go to that screen so you can see it, right? I've still got that overlay up, so I'm going to shut that off. All right. So I'm going to go to triggers, and on transition in, let's see. Datasource select row, and we're going to say grim underscore ds. The table is credits, and the index is 2. Add that. So what happens now is when I call the end credit scene, which then calls up the title into the 4th overlay slot, it's going to select data, the row 2, but then I'm immediately going to then go back to 0. What that does is it resets it. I'm going to put another trigger in, another 2 triggers. And this is on overlay out. On overlay out, I'm going to set that to 2. And then on overlay out again, I'm going to set that to 0. Let me go back to this one and set it to 2. And I always forget to do this, and that's one of the things you got to make sure to hit the edit button. Right. There may be there's a reset shortcut, but I don't want to have to hit a button. And when I have this set up, all I got to do is go into my Excel spreadsheet and make any changes that I want to it, and I don't have to touch it anymore because everything else is automatic, right? So I'm going to and that was already playing, so let it play through, and then it'll now it's playing because it's got to play through again. Once it play, oh, I know, I may have it still on loop, so I do. There we go. Of course, this is going to be on my end one, so I've got my my end stream would go off when the credits are done rolling. So here we go. So let's go to let's do it with all right. So, all right, folks, it's a great show. Glad you were here. Great to see you. And thank you. And I want to thank everybody. And so I'll see you next week. And Stinger. And nothing. So So maybe I do have to put it on loop. Here, I'll show you this one. Let me make sure I let me look at my title over there. Let's see. Yeah, that's good. That's good. It did not work. It did not work. You're right. It only works when I'm off stream. That's kind of the thing. Edit. Triggers. Stop. Okay. Titles. I'm going to go look at the... Edit. All right. No. Do not click loop. So here's how they're supposed to run. And scene. So yes, when I get ready to, say goodbye, I say sayonara. Thanks for watching. So there you go. Proof that it does work. It just wasn't working the way I wanted to then. So let's go back to our original one, right? See, there you go. But it's starting kind of in the middle. Just let me go check and make sure. Okay, I'm gonna oop, that does not loop. Credits. Auto next. Good to go. Let's just make sure my triggers are correct. We'll leave them rolling up on screen there. So the trick is with the triggers in the in the actual title itself. You know, transition in, you want to have it select a different row, like 2 or what, you know, it could be 5. You also want to make sure to leave some space. So if you pick 2, you don't want anything in row 2. And then after that, you know, on transition, it selects, goes back to 0, the one you want, so that it starts over again. So those look good. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to turn that off. And it keeps selecting from where it left off at. And it should not start again. So I can turn that overlay off. There we go. Well, not saying beyond 280. So it's starting a little ways down. It just doesn't want to show David is all. And it should not loop. It should not loop. Let's see. Yeah, I get that should work, right? I mean, it should. Well, I have it at on transition in. It's that, and that's the way it's supposed to reset it. It's supposed to switch it from one row back to another, which then resets it. Like you're adding one. That's the theory behind it, and that's what it's doing on my my other. My other end plate, that's what it's doing. I've got it set to on over. That's what it is, on overlay in. Okay. That's my mistake. Not on transition in, on overlay in. And that should be on overlay out. Edit. So this is new for me. So there it is. I think that's the crux of it. On overlay in, I have on transition in. But the thing is, once the transition in it, you're right, Kevin, it is starting on 2, and then there's not another transition. So let's go back to, yeah, that's what I should have been using. So we'll go back to that title. And on overlay in, and then on overlay in, then we got to hit edit, then overlay in, edit. What? Overlay in, edit. And then that one should be overlay in, edit. All right. So that way we can go stinger. Oops. Cut. Here we go. All right. So we switch to our end credits. There we go. So that's the key is on the title itself, set an overlay in to switch your data from one row and then back to the row you want started. That way it tricks it into saying, "Oh, you're starting over." Do I not have that spelled right? Where's that? Jesus, Joseph. I did it so quick. Yeah, spell check it. Well, proofreading is next week. And there we go. It's starting over with Joseph spelt right. Ringside report. Just ringside report. No the. Control save. There you go. Look, see, starts over like it should. Joseph Clough is spelled right. Is it ring one word? Oh, I don't care about him. So in conclusion, get you a your data source with your names. Now, again, if you don't want it like starting like right away, put a few rows at the top, right? And add some rows at the bottom. I added about 10 rows at the bottom. Now the trick is and John, since you're using Excel spreadsheet, right? I went in and put you can't just add even these blank rows, right? Unless you have to put a space. So actually go in and hit the space bar on to add rows to the bottom. So that's the thing. You have to add a space to the number of rows you want to have at the bottom. That way, to make sure it gives it time to clear and not start over, right? That's what you do too? Yeah, good. You're a pro. You know what you're doing. So that's prepping your data source. Then in GT Title Designer, I'm going to change that color to that text to blue. Now in here, you can add, you can add your background or other images that you want in here. Like I said, I went in here and added a nice title graphic. Graphic individual files. I use the webcams, and I went here and picked a 16 by 9, and it was really big, so I just kind of, made it small and I lined it up, and then I took my text and put it about right there. I can go in and add another line of text here and say, thank you. And then I go down and find my font. Oop, dang it. Which is the Nikki Sands. I'm going to change the color to the magenta. I'm kind of going to take that and center it a little bit. Maybe make it bigger. All right. I can even go to my credit text, and we're going to go down to my NICU Sands. I added a border, the magenta border. I'm going to save that. We'll go back to I'm going to upload. I'm going to reload that title. You're not seeing that I'm reloading it, but now well, I started it before, so it kind of messed it up. Now it's restarting. But once you get this set up to do that, then and all you got to do, you leave it. You don't mess with it anymore, and then you can just add your names to your list. And so now we got this nice kind of cool looking credit scroll there. Now, and it's simple. I mean, it's not fancy. You can't, that you can. There are some others out there. If you search for it, there are some more complicated ways to add like titles and stuff, and format the text. But I'm still learning. But I just wanted kind of a simple credit scroll for my supporters. So now I have it. I say, all right, goodbye. I'll see you next week. Go to end screen. and I have my on transition in stream. I think the I mean, there's no, I don't know what the limit is. I've got mine set to 60 seconds so that, you know, no, well, I went in and really got rid of a bunch of stuff. I got rid of some stuff that was not necessary. I had some of my game NDI stuff still hooked, so I went in and got rid of those out of this production, along with some you know, along with some of the browser sources that I had in here. So anybody got any questions about that? I mean, I know it didn't work right at first, but you know, my bad. You know, just remember we were going to do that on overlay in. We wanted to switch rows from one and then back to the starting row as a way to trick it into resetting. And I will let you know that I got that from because I did a search and I found this YouTube where did I have that at? Save, watch later. Where did I save that? Did I save? Oh, okay, yeah, here we go. Oh. All right. All right. Save. Watch later. All right. All right. Okay. I saved that to the wrong watch later. You have to learn hypnosis, Kmart. Just club. Well, first you need to move to vMix. Question: how do you get as many subs and supporters as you? Do what Joseph Clough is doing. Give me a second. Give me a second. Give me a second. All right. So I went all the way back to 2019 for Step Back in Time TV. And in particular, so if you're into vMix, you're probably already familiar with these guys. But that's the video that I found the tip on the overlay in. The overlay in. So yeah, I think things turned out pretty good. Well, that's looping. So as long as I don't run it during, the stream, it'll start at the beginning. There was another thing about like on overlay 4 out, right? Which I don't think I turned it off. When overlay 4 out, it's supposed to switch it, to reset it also. So I tried to set a trigger to like, at 60 seconds when it ends the stream, that it turns off overlay 4, but I don't think that worked. So, but we go back, starts the overlay, plays through. I fixed all my my mess that I made over here on the left. Master hypnotist Kevin Michael Reed and his assistant Grim. So yeah, so I need to figure out, the next step is to figure out, when I turn it off, it'll just be part of my prep, when I get ready to stream, just make sure, that overlay is off. Maybe I set that up in my start file, right? My stream startup. Hey, be sure to hit the like button, folks. Please. That's not Twitter. Oh, what happened? Follow me on Twitter, though. Did I mess up my my data sources? Yeah, something's up with that one. Guess what I got to do? Yeah. I'm going to close that. I don't need that. I'm going to close that one. I don't need that. You can also add it to your start button. Yes. Yeah. Odd Gorilla BPV. Hello. Thank you. I appreciate it. Welcome to the stream. I am Grimskull, the super pixel pushing samurai. David Foster, Overland Geeks, Redacted, myself, sometimes for Kevin Michael Reed, or at some point I will be. Let's go check those. Let me check on that. Rarely for Kevin Michael Reed. Why, yeah. CTA's auto. No, CTA's. Oh, I know what's wrong. I know what I did there. CTA setting, use first. Yeah, okay, there we go. Leave auto next alone. Okay. I figured out what I did wrong. CTAs. Action. I want that on action. And then I want this on that's what I want. That's definitely what I want. And then that is set to URL. All right. Okay. Let's reload. Reload. All right. There you go. If you're not subscribed, hit the subscribe and hit the like button. I'd appreciate it. Also, be sure to follow me on Twitter so that you can be informed of what I'm doing, when I'm doing it. If you found anything helpful or useful, eventually, you know, when I got around to it. Go buy me at sushi.com. I appreciate it. How long have I been streaming? I've been streaming, well, I've been official content, full-time content creator since October of last year, 21. I've been streaming, you know, as a hobby for about 2.5 years. But I really started taking it seriously back in September last year. And Old Gorilla BPV. Odd Gorilla. Why am I saying old? I don't know why. I am old. Yes. Well, and I need to start doing better videos, tutorial videos, and that's the next phase. Is I'm a graphic designer, motion graphic artist by trade. Worked in the graphic design industry for 20 plus years. We agree. Odd Gorilla BP. He is very helpful. Yeah. I try. Grim isn't cute like Pokemon. I am not. I am far from Pokemon. You know, but you know what I do have. You know what I had that Pokemon probably doesn't? She probably does. I have an OnlyFans site. But I'm not naked. There's nothing there. There's nothing. It's just, I'm just kidding. It's not, I mean, I have one, but there's nothing there. It's, you know. I'm thinking about getting a hairless cat, a Sphinx, and I'll put that on my OnlyFans. Squirrel.
I don't give a fuck.
Sorry, it's a little bit of a squirrel going on there. I stream. I do these streams on Tuesdays and Thursday nights. Tomorrow I'm going to be doing a Watch Me Work stream, and this is what I do on YouTube. Watch me, and that's what this YouTube channel is about. Is graphic design out fucking standing. So tomorrow I'm doing a Watch Me Work stream where hopefully I'll be kind of collabing some with my good friend there, Kevin Michael Reed. We're currently working on a production for Redacted, which is a YouTube news channel featuring former Fox News host and his wife, who is also a journalist who worked for MSNBC. Was it MSNBC or CNBC? Clayton and Natalie Morris. I'm name dropping there. Yes. I do. We are doing a new production for that show. Redacted is at 3 p.m. on Monday through Friday. If you're looking for any kind of alternative news, but you can see more of my handiwork there. I also work, but I work with David Foster, who is formerly known as the Impartial Geek, and was is the original live streaming pro. And I learned a lot of what you're seeing on here from him. I learned a lot of what I'm doing in vMix from Kevin Michael Reed, who's in the chat also. Yeah, I'm having fun. On Saturdays and Sundays, you can catch me at 8 a.m. on Twitch and YouTube on Grim Skull Gaming, my other channel. Because I'm a lifelong gamer, and so that's why I like to do that on the weekends. So Grim Skull Gaming is my other YouTube channel. Feel free to head over there if you're a gamer. If not, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Just feel free to subscribe and After Effects is like I used After Effects and Premiere and all that stuff for the last 12 years as my my weapon of choice. I worked for a local TV station doing anything from broadcast news graphics to commercial production. Graphics for commercial productions and promos for our station. So if you're into that stuff, this is the channel for you. Because I do a lot of stuff in After Effects, Premiere, Photoshop, Illustrator. Right now, our streaming software that we use is vMix. So tonight I was showing how to do a credit scroll in vMix, which you could do in After Effects no problem, but the reason I wanted to do one in vMix was so you don't have to worry about trying to export a file out every time. You can just go in and update a data source. But I am looking at how using data sources, also in After Effects. I was looking at that today. Yeah, that's a new channel. I mean, I was gaming on this channel for a little bit, but that messes with the algorithm, so I hear. So yeah. If anybody got any other questions about the topic of tonight, what we worked on. Yes, Joe. It is 9 p.m. CST. And again, I am drinking another energy drink. There was a topic, Kevin. Yeah, I'm familiar with. Yeah, I've Upwork and Fiverr. Oh, you didn't throw anything off. I was done. I was done. I was done. At least I made it through the topic within the first hour this time. I go off topic all the time. This is what this is for. This is the reason there's.
I don't give a fuck.
Because I squirrel all the time. You know, from the movie Up, right? You know, Doug. I am Doug. I am Doug. I am so happy. Squirrel. What? What was I doing? I don't remember. What was the topic? There's several ways to get me off topic. Start talking about guitars, playing guitar. Start talking about VR and gaming. Flight sims. You could, if you start talking about flight simulation, which is kind of part of the gaming in VR. Streaming in general, if you want to talk about streaming in general, that'll squirrel me. Movies, Joseph's doing it.
I don't give a fuck.
Okay, so see you, John. Hey, thanks again for stopping by, man, and appreciate you, sir. Kevin's studio stuff is looking good. He's like, got his cameras he's working on it, and it looks really sharp. 1,000 movies. All right, so The Last Samurai, that's a movie I'll stop. There are about 13 movies I will stop. Well, what I used to, because nobody watches. I don't watch TV anymore. I don't really watch like TV. Like, if you're flipping through the cable channels, right? You used to be flipped through the different movie channels, and if you came across, a movie playing on one of the movie channels, you would, I would stop and watch it. I don't do that anymore right now because I don't have to. If I want to watch the movie, I just pull it up. But Last Samurai was one. The Fifth Element, there's another one. The 13th Warrior. Most of the Star Wars movies. Alien, the Alien movies. I am a meat popsicle. Die Hard movies I'll stop and watch. The Matrix movies, except that last one, which was a stinker. Yeah, it could have been. That movie was the 69th Element. Kevin, the 69th Element. The 69th Element, this is the XXX parody. Where's David? Where's Mr. Foster? He's probably on the couch watching TV, watching me on TV. Hey, David. Maybe, I don't know. That's a guess. That's a guess. I hope everybody had a good 4th of July and had a good work week. Happy Thursday. Like I said, I will be doing a Watch Me Work streams are going to be just on Fridays from now on. I can't sit here. I can't do Watch Me Works on the Mondays and Wednesdays because I end up talking and not getting stuff done. And I need to work on channel growth videos, which are, I'm going to take this and probably cut it down and make a tutorial. There he is. There's the man, David Foster. We are really, really anxious for Monday to get here to launch the new stuff. It's going to be epic. Yikes. I am considering getting a new phone at some point. And I did change the title, by the way. I did change the title of the stream. I may be starting a new, I'm going to maybe launching a new Minecraft mod series on the weekends. Also on I should really get a gotta bounce, man. I go to peak. I'm going to peak the website, but I gotta get back to work on this lower third, otherwise I won't finish this shit. Yeah, no. Yeah, I'm with you. It's like, well, good luck. Be sure to hit that subscribe and the notification bell several times. Hit it hard so that you'll be notified whenever I go live, or like I said, follow me on Twitter. You can find Grimskull, pretty much on any platform. Find me under Grimskull on any platform. So thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate it. My website needs some work, but that's the least of my worries. Let me go make sure I turn my stream end trigger back on, because if I don't, my stream will go all night and I won't even think about it. I won't even remember. I won't remember. All right, folks. Like, again, I hope if you got something out, hopefully you got something out of it. And if you did and you want to show some appreciation, hit me up on Buy Me a Sushi, support the channel. It's not required. That's true. Always a work in progress. It's not required, but just a way to show your content creators some love and helps them keep their channels going. So, or any lurkers out there who enjoy my stream, appreciate it. Appreciate it. So with that, why is your camera shaking? So, because I got my foot on my desk on a shed. That there's a little pedestal under my desk that I put my foot on, and then I get the leg shake. I get the leg shake going. It's the J.J. Abrams school of streaming. Action streaming. He would sit by the camera and go off screen. Oh my God. Spock. We're in a meteor storm, Spock. That's it for me. That's it for me tonight. Catch me Friday. Want to watch me work? You'll see me work on some more redacted stuff. Some great stuff in there. This weekend I'm going to be doing some Minecraft on Saturday and Sunday at 8 a.m. in the morning. So if you're a gamer and an early riser, thanks everyone for joining me. I really appreciate you guys, and I will catch you on the next stream. Let's cross our fingers that my credits work. Watch my credits, David. Peace.